going on, everybody? Got a new project here. What we have is a 1966 Honda Dream 305cc. And as you can see, she's in pretty good shape. Here's the tank. Looking pretty good. Got some scratches right there. There's some little paint chips there. But this bike here is one of two that my dad picked up. The other one is a 69 Honda Dream. It's white. Now, this bike is supposed to have a red seat. Right now we have the black seat because my dad wanted to swap seats to see how they looked. And I told him, well, you better put that red seat back on this bike. And he said he was. He just wanted to see how it looked. But I picked it up because he is working on the white one. And the white one is in really good shape. We actually found these bikes at an antique shop. I was at an antique shop looking for cool signs and stuff, and I happened to see these two bikes here, and I sent a picture of them to my dad, and they were reasonably priced. Ended up getting this one and the white one. Now the white one is in, cosmetically, it's in the same condition as this one. I believe these are the original tires. I don't know, but they're old. But the white one has a very, very clean tank. This tank is an absolute mess. It's got rust all in it. The crossover tube that's underneath, I actually had to take a screwdriver and kind of punch it through because it had a little bit of gas left in the tank and nothing was coming out. And finally got it cleaned up. I'm going to try a couple different tank cleaning methods here. But I got to get that tank cleaned. The carburetor, obviously, I'm going to take the carb off and clean it. The motor turns over on both bikes. This coil here, I believe, is toast. Just because it's got that wax leaking out. And I'm not even going to try it. So I'm going to get a new coil. It's got the original foot pegs. It's missing the rubber piece, I guess, that goes over this. It's got the original grips, mirrors. I don't know about the mileage, but I guess we'll find out. What else? A little crack in the fender there. But the white one's actually, I think the white one's in a little bit better shape. The tank in the white one's mint. This one's nasty. We're going to get them running and ride them. I honestly don't know how long it's been since these have ran. But hopefully no smoke. We bought these not knowing, the guy at the antique shop said he don't know nothing about them. But I think we got a pretty good deal on these. We ended up getting them, both of them, for $3,700. And again, we got them non-running, but cosmetically they were just beautiful. Now, do I think this bike's all original? I kind of don't. I mean, it might be original parts, but this has been painted at some point. It's got a dent there. I think these bikes are older restorations, and then they just sat. Now that tank, when I did drain what little gas was in it, it was completely varnished. My shed still stinks of varnish. Alright, really cool. We're going to get this carb off, and I got a coil coming for it. And the oil's nasty. I do want to change the oil before we fire it up. I want it to at least start with good clean oil. I think my dad got the better end of the deal. I don't think the white one, I don't think it's going to take much at all to get it humming. This thing, probably not too much work, but got to get that carb clean. Got to get this tank cleaned out. It is awful. And these tires are old. I don't know how old they are, but really, really cool bikes. Side cover there. Just really beautiful. I tell you, Honda, this thing must have looked gorgeous back in the 60s. Not a very big bike. Very, very light. Probably a great city bike. Just a bike to ride around the city on. I don't think I'd want to get on the interstate with this thing. Put a battery, there's the air filter there. Just really, really cool. We were able to get the titles for him. The guy had the titles. He didn't have the titles on hand. Like I said, he's an antique store. And some of that varnish is leaking out. He was an antique store, and you know how, and I think he's a picker. You know how pickers are. They like to buy something for cheap and make a profit, which is okay. But for $3,700, I think we did pretty good on these, because I think just one of these running should bring $3,700. Really, really cool. I am just excited to putt around on it. Like I say, I think it's a great bike to ride around out in the country. Probably a great bike to ride in the city on. Look at this seat. Oh, and this is that piece that goes over the carburetor there. Kind of sits in between right there. So I do have that. But this seat, these things are, look at that. Just, there's a lot going on with just this seat right here. And it's heavy. This thing's probably, I don't know, 5-10 pounds. I don't know. It's heavy. Unreal. But it's in good shape. And like I said, this is the seat that goes on the white bike. This bike's supposed to have a red one. But I think it's cool. Kind of goes with the old 1970s Honda Kick and Go scooter. Yep. Kind of looks around the same era. Just really, really cool. Wish me luck. Hopefully we don't. So hopefully I can get that tank cleaned, get this carburetor cleaned. Looks like this motor looks like somebody sprayed it, spray painted it. But we're gonna try to get it cleaned, get it running. See what we can do. A lot of stuff was painted. I don't know it. That sucker right there looks like it was painted with a brush. Just a real piece of motorcycle history with this one. I know they're not very fast. Everybody who does have them say they're just a fun bike. I guess, that's what they say. Sometimes it's not always about having a big bike. Sometimes a small, underpowered bike can be just as fun. But we are going to try to get this thing going. The white bike actually came with a windshield, like an original windshield on it. Just super cool. Really, really neat. We got a digital printout of the shop manual. Hopefully I can read some of it. That'll help. And we got a new fuel petcock right here, because the petcock on here is absolutely frozen. Like, I can't even budge it. I think what I'm going to do, because I think this thing is from China, we're going to just run this for a while and I'm going to take this one off and try to unfreeze it and clean it up and probably rebuild it. I don't want to get rid of this thing. So, just really, really neat. Not sure what kind of metals this is. Me and my dad, my dad was in the industrial plating business for a while, and he seems to believe that this is all pot metal. And that's what they used a lot of back in the 50s and 60s was pot metal. So we're going to try to get that cleaned. If worst case scenario, I think if I can't get any kind of luster out of this, what I might do is, and people might not agree with me, but I do powder coating on the side, so I think some chrome powder would look really, really good on that. We'll see. Maybe we don't do nothing, we just ride it. Really cool. Alright guys, see y'all later.